Okay, so to start, I want to thank everyone for attending this meeting for us to have a discussion regarding towards the developmental growth stages from infant to adolescence. And as a healthcare provider, I know that this will further our knowledge and gain an understanding towards our patient. And also, we could grasp their specific needs in their current development and help them in order for them to progress. So I think we could start by answering a simple question, which is what is the stages that you chose and why did you chose those this that specific stage? And I think it would be appropriate if we start with the infant.
Hi. So, through the thorough discussion I had with my group mates, Naichi and Chrysalie, we have chosen the infancy stage, and that covers the age range of 1 month to 1 year, as it holds significant importance in a baby's life. So, during this period, babies experience rapid growth, not only physically, but also in terms of their cognitive and emotional development. So, it is a crucial time when babies begin to develop trust in the world around them, which is essential for building future relationships. So, providing infants with care and attention is of utmost importance because without it, they may become apprehensive and struggle to trust others. Understanding this stage is beneficial for parents, nurses, and caregivers as it equips them with the knowledge needed to ensure the happy, healthy, and safe development of infants.
Thank you so much for sharing, Lovina. And as for us, I and Aina, we chose the toddlers. Toddlerhood is next to infancy. During this stage, which begins at 18 months old and lasts until age 2 or 3, our toddlers' development focuses on autonomy versus shame or doubt. Toddlers should be allowed to explore their environments as freely as safety allows, and in so doing, will help develop a sense of independence that will later grow to self esteem, initiative, and overall confidence. So that would be all for the toddlerhood.
So for preschoolers, also happen to have similarities with toddlers. And Anika and I chose toddlers because preschoolers typically age 3 to 5 are at a crucial stage of development marked by significant growth and exploration. They reach development milestones related to motor skills, language, and basic cognitive concepts. Socially and emotionally, they learn about interaction, empathy, and friendship. Play is central to their learning, nurturing their creativity and imagination. It's a time when many preschoolers may start early education programs to prepare for kindergarten, focusing on early maths and literacy skills.
For us, the school age, we chose school age, which is under that a child development is within the range of 6 to 12 years of age. And during this time period, observable difference in height, weight, and build of children may be prominent. And also, the language skills of children continue to grow, and many behavior changes occur as they try to find their place among their peers. And also, as always, safety is important in school age children, and proper safety rules should be enforced in and out of the school area. At this stage, the child will be more competitive and complex, meaning they are more eager to achieve something, and usually they are scared to lose control, which results in them being agitated or irritated.
That's so cool to know. So for us, Suman, we chose the adolescent stage because it's a point of rapid, significant changes for a child. And so it's important to be mindful of their journey of discovering their identities. So the adolescents range from 13 to 20 years old, and it's divided into early stage, middle period, and the late period. So it's marked by the onset of puberty and the completion of body growth. And their concern is identity versus role confusion. And this is the time when they start becoming interested in the opposite sex and they start to make big life decisions, future plans like career. So they have a fear of their body image and friendships and death. So for us as nurses, we need to be aware of this volatile behavior that could arise from the rapid change, and they can easily feel uncomfortable or out of place. So as future nurses, we need to be there for them and guide their families through the process.
Okay, so I want to thank you, everyone. It's actually great to hear from everyone that we learned something from from the way that you explained of the stages that was assigned to you, and I think all of us has a grasp understanding of each of the developmental stages, and it does make me wonder if you will prepare an item to the stages that you were assigned, what will it be and why? And you could also include if the parent needed to be involved from the item that you will be provided, and what about the safety of the child? And regarding towards the small pieces exam. And I think we should start from the infant. Would that be okay?
For infant, me, Lavina, and Chrysalie, we prepared squeeze toys for them. Squeeze toys are appropriate for them because they are safe and soft to explore with babies' hands and mouths. It can also help stimulate their senses and promote early motor skills development. But of course, make sure that the squeeze toys are free from small parts that could be a choking hazard and should be made from non-toxic materials.
So for the question, does an item need a parent to be involved in the activity? So what we discussed, the three of us, me, Criselay, Albaciete, Miss Almonte, and Miss Alabat, our answer would be yes. Squeeze toys need a parent to be involved in the activity. Squeeze toys can help both parents and babies play together. It can create bonding, which is a great way to get closer. Parents can also show or demonstrate how to squeeze the toy, make fun, or play with it. This makes babies feel more connected and helps them to learn how to interact with others.
Thank you so much for sharing, Grace. For us, in the toddlers, we choose the item playthings such as the no, not playthings pala. We choose pairs of clothes since in this stage they ought to develop autonomy. They must learn, no, to choose what clothes to wear, what pairs of clothes to wear. And as for the objects, the playthings that they need to or they should be playing, Aina will be sharing to us what objects are should should they play. Ina.
Okay, for that part or that question, does an item need a parent to be involved in the activity? Right? The answer is kids should always have an adult supervision on the playground. Keep your eyes on your young kids and sometimes older ones because they can't always be sure of distance and may not expect dangerous situation. Older kids like to test their limits on the playground, so it's important for an adult to keep them in check. Moreover, the bonds between parent and child are built and made stronger when playing together. Playing with the child benefits the parents as well. So the things that should be given to toddlers are the what do you call this soft items only because they used to bite it and it's not hard when they use it. So that's
In addition to that, small pieces or objects can pose a choking hazard for toddlers and young children. Children at this age tend to explore the world by putting objects in their mouth, as Ina had said. To ensure safety, keep small items that could be choking hazards out of their reach. This includes small toys, coins, buttons, batteries, and other small objects that they could potentially swallow.
So, as for preschoolers, Vina and I realized that playing is central to their learning, which nurtures and um, enhances their creativity and imagination. So, therefore, we decided to give the child fruit toys, which can be cut and they can imitate their mothers, for example, and some wooden toys which can be stacked and assembled together. So we chose this because children at this age are highly imaginative and role identification or imitation are being explored, while it also improves their hand and eye coordination and encourages them to problem solving skills. And other than that, coloring books and coloring materials are for their fine motor skills and creativity, as well as good hygiene is important. So we decided to give them toothbrush and toothpaste, which are child friendly. Thus, we also establish lifelong healthy practices. What about you, Vina?
So, furthermore, for the question, does an item need a parent to be involved in the activity? Our response will be yes. Parents play an essential role during this period by providing a supportive and nurturing environment, for fostering a love of learning, and establishing routines that offer security. This age group often requires close supervision and assistance due to safety risks and choking hazards associated with small parts. Parental involvement can enhance the learning experience by engaging children in discussion about fruits, colors, and shapes while playing, contributing to cognitive and language development. Preschoolers also identify their family as their significant individuals, in which role identification and imitation can be further nurtured and developed.
So, in addition to what Venus said, we should always bear in mind that small pieces of toys or objects are typically not advised for preschoolers because of the possibility of it being a choking hazard for them. That's why some art materials such as pencils and crayons are designed to be larger in size for their safety and to develop their motor skills. So that is all for preschoolers.
Okay, so thank you from the both of you. It's actually regarding towards the school age, it's actually connected with the preschool because it is a continuous development. Going to the stage of a school age, they are much more capable regarding towards their thinking capacity and their within their physical mobility. So if we are capable to provide an educational toys or games, it will be our first choice, like such as puzzle or science game or board games such as chess, because it does promote learning, which is beneficial for them. And yet we prepared art supplies such as a crayon or marker materials. It is for them to express their creativity. And also, we choose also books age appropriate for them to encourage them reading and then for them to develop literacy. And also a simple ball in order for them to be engaged in sport in the future.
Regarding the question about does an item need a parent to be involved in this activity? Well, the level of parental involvement in this activity, like watercolors, marbles, and playboy during the school age, can vary depending on the child's age, skills, and the specific activity. Well, in general, as children grow and develop more independence, they may require less direct parental involvement. However, parents can still play a supportive role by providing materials, encouragement, and a suitable environment of creative um, and educational activities. It's essential to gauge your child's need and interests and adjust your involvement according to promote their development and enjoyment.
So moving on to adolescents, so we chose a hygiene kit, a mirror, and a pamphlet. So we believe it's appropriate for them because adolescence is where sexual identity, external validation, and a need for independence are emphasized. So these items would not only help them adjust to their surroundings, but also help educate them how to maintain or improve their health on their own. So the gifts themselves don't need any parent involved, but it is encouraged for parents to check in with their teen from time to time in case they have any questions.
The gifts we chose are safe for our chosen age group since adolescents already have basic knowledge on hygiene and so they're already aware of how to use it. But honestly, we found it quite challenging to choose which to give since adolescents already have their own preferences on a variety of things that they believe are of much use to them. But hygiene has always been crucial in maintaining wellness. Also, adding health pamphlets with regards to sexual health in a teen box is beneficial, as mentioned earlier by Ate Ali, since teenagers are now more exposed to explorations, especially with regards to intimacy, and lack of knowledge regarding an action can lead to unwanted consequences, hence HIV, STDs, and teenage pregnancy. And to add to that, knowledge has the power to alter one's perspective and choice despite the pressure of their current environment.
So thank you everyone. All of your items that you have chosen is definitely a good choice for the stages that you were assigned, and it makes me wonder what are the challenges uh, that you encounter while you are selecting the items for the stages that you have been assigned. Okay, I think I'm gonna start mine first on regarding towards the school age. So I think our challenges here is definitely choosing a specific toy for a male or a female because on this stage, definitely a child is much more into a toy that or a specific um, educational item for them that they will choose. And the challenges for us is for them is they having different interest from based on their uh, environment that they grow up with. So I think that's our challenges while we uh, pick uh, an item for us to give to anyone.
So I think we're the same with you, Zai, because with adolescents, we also had to think of a gift that is okay for either male or female. But since hygiene is for everyone, we were able to decide on hygiene.
I think we also had have similar challenge. We are also thinking what could be the gift that we're giving to that will be appropriate for both male and female, and of course to develop that sense of autonomy, we choose clothes instead of playthings because that would be more appropriate to in developing their sense of autonomy then. So yeah, I think we can include something with our clothes, like take a long shape sorter. I do not know if you're familiar with that, but I'm going. It's like an item where you're going to fit in the shapes of shaped objects on a box that is that has holes, and you're just going to push the shapes in according to its appropriate or right fit, so that it could be put in inside the box. So I hope that you could visualize what I am saying. So yes, the same challenge, and thank you so much for sharing.
So thank you everyone for sharing all of the challenges that you have been encountered. And this is just a pop-up question that Mom sent us, and I think it would be appropriate if we answer this. The question is it appropriate to include age-appropriate health pamphlets such as colic on your and your baby in an infant box or information on sexual health in 18 bucks? I think we should I think one answer would be enough lang.
Okay, generally, yes. It is because considering that we are dealing with different stages of growth and development, we ought also to share, and educate, especially the parents, on how they're going to guide their children as they develop a specific as a psychosocial or the development of the children, and more also it also helps especially the teenagers to understand for themselves why they ought to do such things, which is also yung what information that you're giving them that will help them to realize what they're going to do and what why they have to do it. Like, I hope that you're getting my point here, because as for the children, especially infants to preschool, they could not understand that. So better give it to the parents so that they will be the ones to help their children as they grow and develop. And as for us, the school age, I think we can give that to them with guidance, teaching them of as a certain lesson or topic, such as um especially for the teens, such as sexual sex education, appropriate one. So I think that's it.
Yeah, I do agree with you with that. Well, thank you everyone. We are now proceeding towards the conclusion of our discussion, and I bet all of us has an understanding and learned something from each and every one of us. And before we end, I bet we all of us can share some reflections and realization, either if it's from the stages that you were assigned or probably from the stages that you uh, get from your other classmates. So I think is everybody ready to share with their reflection? Is there any volunteer?
Siguro ako, I realized that every child is unique and modifying methods to their particular needs is critical to their development. Fostering is a journey that can bring joy and challenges. It's about making an influence in a child's life and assisting them in thriving. It is critical to be well prepared, emotionally present, and devoted to the well being of the child. Maintain open communication, establish stability and routines, and create a support network. Respect their cultural heritage, set boundaries with the good discipline, and keep them safe. Their success boils down on love, acceptance, and cooperation. So,
How about Albaciete? Or Chris?
Okay, so for me, I realized that the different stages we discuss are so important and all of us passes through each stages. And with that, it helps us more understand and also appreciate life. Each stage is like a chapter in a book that explains how our bodies, minds, and emotions develops over time. It also shows us the challenges and exciting events that happen as we get older. It includes both the happy and sad moments in our lives. That's all.
Okay, another one. Who wants to share?
So for me, I realized that every child is different and the difficulties and chances we face are also unique. I feel that being emotionally aware, ready, and flexible are essential in parenting. So, parenting, work, and relationship. It involves having a constructive influence, preserving stability, promoting communication, and honoring diversity. Success ultimately depends on love, acceptance, and teamwork, regardless of the situation.
So everybody of us has some our reflection towards the stages. It's actually very helpful for us because we also receive some personal insight from each and everyone who answered. So how about can somebody talk about on how they felt with the topics that they were assigned?
I felt that the topic of growth and development was truly fascinating because it provided insights into how humans evolve physically, intellectually, emotionally, and socially throughout their lives. It underscored the profound changes we undergo from infancy to adulthood and how our experiences, environment, and genetic factors shape who we become. It was a reminder of the incredible potential for growth and adaptation which is within each individual, and it highlighted the importance of nurturing these aspects in ourselves and others for personal and societal well-being.
For me, I felt that this topic is universally relevant and interesting because these are stages that everyone will go through, and discussing this topic is crucial so that everyone, especially parents, educators, and healthcare professionals, can understand what children are going through.
For me, I can say that this topic is a remarkable lifelong journey. Growth and development are fundamental to human existence. They represent an ongoing lifelong journey that includes physical, cognitive, emotional, and social changes. It's a process that begins in infancy and continues throughout our lives.
Thank you for sharing of what you have felt. And I think some of you would say that they are proud regarding towards the growth that your parents gave you. Can somebody give us their reason why they are proud?
Personally, when I see the growth and development in for example, my little siblings or someone I view as one, of course, as an ate or an older sibling, I feel a tremendous sense of pride. It's incredibly rewarding to witness their achievement and progress, whether it's in their education, personal growth, or other aspects in their life. It brings me a deep sense of satisfaction and happiness to know that I've played a part in their journey and that they're thriving.
Okay, what I'm proud naman, I am proud that we managed to discuss growth and development of infancy to teenage. Despite the difficulty of communication, we are still able to communicate and relate to one another and got to address the issues that needed to be addressed by researching and sharing what we have discovered after. So I am speaking on behalf of everybody. Thank you.
Namoved ako. Namoved. Charot. Okay. Thank you. It's actually felt the same from you shared regarding towards the progress and achievement of the development, especially if you see them grow. And just a follow-up question, after all of us has an understanding and we also evaluate, and if you have been given a chance to correct the development of a child, what will be your plan? Okay, this is actually a great question to ask because it will be a lifetime application.
So, for me personally, and I hope all of you will, I plan to incorporate it or each of the practice in my everyday life, especially when I'm interacting with children, and share the knowledge to everyone to help them reflect and reconsider their approaches towards specific age groups, especially when they are parents, educators, and guardians. And we need to be as open-minded, and age-appropriate guidance is needed as well as supervision is crucial for their growth and development.
I plan to apply and share what I learned today to everyone, people of all ages, mostly parents, because I believe that growth starts at home. Childhood specifically makes a great impact on how children are shaped into adulthood. So by sharing these to people of all ages, we can all have the capability to interact with certain ages with an open mind and appropriateness, which can positively contribute to the growth and development of those we interact with. So, what about you, Zai? What do you plan?
It's actually for me from everyone that you have shared and just realize it also make me things regarding towards the future probably future family or even a child or a teen up to adolescents that I will encounter as a healthcare provider. I will apply this. It will help me learn. It will help me determine the needs of each individual and also give them insights regarding to how they could properly care and also provide the needs of a specific individual. And it's actually a great thing to know because it will be much more easier for us to interact, just being open-minded, and no matter who will came to us regarding towards asking us question, I will be prepared in order for them to give them guidance towards the future. So thank you for giving me an opportunity to share. And also I want to thank everybody of you participating within this discussion. And I know everybody did great. And thank you. I think this will be adjourned.